Hey everyone, this is Jeff, and today we are going to be going over some new adapters I got for my GoPro, and they are the Pro 3.5 mic adapter, the Ulanzi V2 Pro cage and kit, and the Telesin ND filter package. So stay tuned and we will be going through them. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, the first thing I purchased was the 3.5 millimeter GoPro mic adapter. And the nice thing about this adapter is that it actually provides your jack right here and an additional port if you need it, so you don't have to remove the adapter to use the port, the USB-C port. Fairly simple. It plugs right into your GoPro. So the thing you have to do though to have it work is you have to come in here and you have to remove the door on the side for it to work. Now, the one thing that you don't want to do, these doors are kind of funky and you can break them fairly easy. You want to go in and you pull up and the door pops off. If you pull down or back, you could end up breaking the little door. Make sure you put this in a safe place so you don't lose it, because you do need it if you're going to go into any kind of wet situation, because once this door is off, then your GoPro is no longer water resistant. Okay. The adapter itself just plugs right in like so. And then this is where the problem came in for a lot of people, was now you've got this dongle hanging down adapter, and what are you going to do with it? It's kind of a pain. So that's where the Ulanzi comes in. So now this is basically a cage for your, I'm going to take the lens cap off of it. This is the case for your new adapter, and really it's fairly easy to use. You just put your GoPro right in there. You're going to take this and slide it into place. Now you've got to fish this through, and it takes a little bit of work to get it in, especially when you're trying to do it on the camera. You got to take it, try to get it to come out on the other end. Ooh, it's fun. Okay, here we go. Oh, almost had it. You kind of push at the same time as grabbing the USB part. Goes in, fits snugly, nicely in there, and comes out. Just like that. Now they say the best way to connect it is to twist it back and around and put it right in the USB port. If the direction state, if you go the other way, I don't know, it kinks it funny, does some crazy stuff, but there you go. That's how it connects right in there with the door off, and then you're good to go. Now, here's the problem. This has your standard tripod connection, you know, your screw, and that's where this comes in, which is fairly nice, and I've used it for holding the light and things like that, but it attaches right here. And it goes on whatever side, depending on where. If you're putting the light on this side, it's going to be a little tough, because if you have a cube, that'll work fine. But with my little panel, it doesn't work real well, so I move it to the other side. Just flip it around. Move it to the other side, and then you can put your light right on here. Or you can put your light up on top. Now, here's the other thing. You can put your mic on top, or your mic here. That's why I got this little extra piece and got the V2 right here, the V2 Pro, because it comes with the whole extension. If you get to just the V1, the version 1, then it's just the case, just this case. Now, so I paid a little bit extra, got the adapter, which is not a big deal. All right. Okay, so it comes with a filter holder, and the filter holder essentially just pops right on when you're not trying to do it on camera, but yeah, it just pops on. And then you can put a 55mm filter right onto this, and it covers the whole thing. At this point, I don't have a filter that works on this. You can get your standard 55mm filter from if you have a DSLR. You can purchase 55mm ND filters. I just don't have a 55mm ND filter at this point, and I am going to get one though. So here we go. So I'm going to pop that back off. Comes off real easy. Now, here's where I ran into a problem. So you have your tripod connector there, and that's where this connected in. We went through all of that. But your adapter to go for the GoPro, so if I wanted to put it on my chest, we got a female and a female. That presents a problem. Well, so I went out and I took a screw, cut it off, put a little heat shrink wire protector on there, and now it basically goes like this. And then now I can connect this up to it. Like that. So now I do have a way to connect it to the other adapters that I got for the camera. And it worked pretty well. I didn't have too much of a problem with it. So the other thing I had to do was I have my chest plate holder here. So unfortunately I broke one of the little tabs off in messing around with it, but it still works. So that's why I didn't have a problem with dremeling this one, because I have two of them. But what I ended up doing, let's see if I can focus in here a little bit better. If I get a little farther away, there we go. What I ended up doing was dremeling off one of the pieces of this and taking the little nut. So it also had this nut on the end. I took it off and dremeled it down so it became a 2 adapter. Has only the 2 pieces here, and then that way the screw The screw fits real well, and it goes through and it makes it all the way. So now I can connect this up. Through there. Tighten it up. Voila. So just that a couple little adapters here, little Dremel work, and I was able to create an adapter that would work with my chest mount. All right, this is test number 1 without the microphone, just using the GoPro regular frame. Checking it out, seeing how it sounds, riding in a fun little dirt area. You gotta watch out, this area is just loaded and known for rattlesnakes, but which is unfortunate because there's a lot of kids that come out back here. But there are, when they tend to drop off the rattlesnakes from people's yards, they sometimes get dropped off out here. So this is test number 1, no microphone, and we'll stop right up here. All right, here we go with test 2 with the microphone. I have jerry-rigged and set this thing up to work with the microphone that I have, which is a wireless microphone, but I don't necessarily need a wireless microphone, but that's all I have right now. And it's basically connected to my breast holder, GoPro holder and all that stuff, my chest holder, and yeah, but we're testing to see what it sounds like. A lot of loose dirt here. You can tell I'm not the full-on mountain biker. I just like going through little easy trails. Oh, we're into the windy spot now to see how the wind is, and checking that out. I'm hoping that you're hearing me, but not a lot of the wind, because there's a little windsock on the mic. And it's a bit warm out here today. We're already hitting 100. It's only about 10 or 11. It's gonna be a hot 3rd of July. Tomorrow's 4th of July. We got our clouds building. I'm gonna raise this up a little bit. I don't know if we can see it. Clouds building over there. It's the beginning of monsoon season. Usually rains somewhere about the 4th of July. It's where we get our first monsoons. We'll see if that happens. We're kind of hoping cools everything down, starts greening things up again. All right, so here we are. We're coming to the end of test 2 for microphone attachment with the new case and everything. All right, so from my review and seeing the footage and hearing the wind that was picking up with the mic, I would say the mic, it sounded good. If you want to hear just a voice and stuff like that, and I probably could have put it underneath my shirt and a little bit further down, and it would have blocked the wind a little bit more. But still, I would say the GoPro actually did a better job dealing with the wind. You also were able to hear more of the sounds around what's going on. So I think for outriding and doing things like that, it's probably a good deal to use just the regular GoPro mics that are built in. When I want to do a vlog or an interview or something like that, then I'll use mics. And that was what the test was all about, to try to figure these things out. So I still like the adapter. I like being able to hook a mic up to my GoPro, and the case does come in handy holding it. And so we'll just say, hey, the mic adapter does work, and it works well, but when it comes to outriding, I think I'm going to stick with the built-in mics with the GoPro. So next we're going to move on to the filters I got, and I'm going to show you a little bit of each filter and the footage that I took. Okay, so these are the filters I purchased, the Telesin ND Filters. I didn't go real expensive, I just got some basic ones. They seem pretty good. Comes with 3 filters, your really light, medium, and then dark filters. And so I did some video, and we will look at each one. And I'm actually, I really like the colors that pop when using these. So something to look into, something to use. I mean, I've been shooting outside now a few times, and it's just way too bright, and everything looks kind of washed out, and these filters really help with that. So there we go. Okay, so in looking at all 3 of the videos side by side, you can compare, and I think the ND16 gave the most color and contrast in the videos. So that's good to know for me. I'm going to use that filter quite a bit when I'm outside doing things. The other filters probably are good if you're in a high contrast area or something like that. They seem to tone things down a little bit more. I'm learning about these filters and working with them more and more, but this wasn't too bad of a deal on Amazon. I will put the link below, and I hope all of this has been helpful. I'm learning just like a lot of people out there and enjoying what I'm learning, and I know as a boomer, it doesn't stop. You should never stop learning. Always keep growing. And guys, hopefully you have a happy 4th, and we'll see you in the future. Also, if you like what you see, go ahead and like and subscribe, and you will get notifications when my next video comes out. Thanks for watching.